Hey, welcome to the Let's Play Summer Games, Week 2, Adventure Island. This one was actually suggested by Polly of SocksMakePeopleSexy.net. Wonderful lady, yeah. But, Adventure Island. We'll explain more about the Let's Play Summer Games in a moment, but for now I want to talk about Adventure Island. Fun little game, offshoot of Wonder Boy, which got its own myriad of really good games and sequels, and Adventure Island got its own a lot of sequels and stuff. Very confusing sort of thing. There's a whole load of games, but there are two stipulations in particular for this week that all contestants should be following. Number one is what you're seeing here. If you find a skateboard, you have to ride on it. No ands, ifs, or buts. Be rad and wear your helmet because safety first. Bonus points if you can get really far with a skateboard. Like, really skilled. That was not all that skillful, but I digress. Rule number two is, don't collect the Hudson Bee in Stage 1. That's actually your means of continuing. So the reason I say not to get that is because we're making this a true thing. No continues. You lose all your lives, game over, back to start. So, we're being a little hardcore here. Not nearly as hardcore as Contra Hardcore, though. Which was last week's game. So let's talk about the Let's Play Summer Games a little more. They were a thing inspired by Fat Kakashi's Let's Play Olympics, which I participated in and barely won back in like February through April, somewhere around those lines. We've beaten Stage 1 already. Hudson Bee was right where that carrot would be. Around there. Alright, so, how do the Let's Play Summer Games work? Our contestants play video games for the internet that I select, Adventure Island being this week's game, and they see how good they can do at it. Then they are graded by our panel of judges in 3 categories. Completion, which is how far you get in the game, style, which is how good you do at the game, and commentary, which is how well you speak as you do those other 2 things. So it's all very fun. You can get a maximum of 15 points, which one competitor managed to do last week. And at the end of it all your scores are tallied up and averaged, and you get graded. Isn't that lovely? So last week we had Contra Hardcore, which I honestly think may have been a bit much out of the starting gate. We could have easily started with Adventure Island here and sort of eased in. Hardcore was a little much, but you guys managed to get some scores anyway. So our leaderboard is as such. Tied for first place with 13 points are Zenatoto and Dead Crescendo. Zenatoto being crazy good at Contra, making it to, like, Stage 4 without dying, well, unless you count his computer dying. And Dead Crescendo also making it to Stage 4 and doing very well and making good on his promise to own us all! I took the silver with 11 points, because goddamn Zodiac Boss. I've gotten past that a few times now. I know it's patterned a little more. I should have practiced a bit more, but... And then we've got, like, a 4-way tie for third between, like, Fat Kakashi, Decoy Octopus, Chronomaniac, and Sunburst Spacer, I think? Which is crazy, man. We got a tie right out the gate. So, you guys vie for that bronze medal. Hell, they're vying for that gold medal. We'll see how good the other competitors are here, but... Adventure Island, I'm okay at, I guess. I played this a lot as a child. One of those games. I remember I bought it along with Double Dragon 2 off of a friend. He sold me them. And Double Dragon 2 I fucking love. I was considering putting it into the summer games, but no, they're not in here. Maybe you'll see a video set of Double Dragon 2 someday. I don't know. You very well could. Well, now that I've spent 4 minutes blabbing about my own competition, let's blab about Adventure Island. Okay, skateboarding. Skateboarding is kind of tricky because you can't double back. You can sort of take it slow, I guess, but you are always moving. So it adds a little extra layer of challenge, you know? And it's very good to have fire here because, well, then you can actually break those things. Oh, good, invincibility. I can just barrel on through here. I like to skateboard. My name is Brian, and I like to skateboard. There's a secret here, but because I like to skateboard, I can't get it. Shame, shame, shame. Now, this ice cave is pretty difficult when you're on foot, but if you've got a skateboard, it ain't no thing. Just speed right through it. I never really get the skateboard because, well, I always thought, oh, moving forward really fast, but doing this challenge, I find the skateboard's actually pretty good. In some places like that. Other places, it's not so good. Like that. Well, we can take that in stride. You know. But now we're without our lovely little hammer. That's a bad thing about dying in this game. This Adventure Island's sort of like Gradius. Some people call it Gradius, which is really weird. I just always say Gradius. How do you pronounce it? But this is pretty much the end of the stage, actually. If only I had made that jump and, like, sped up and just jumped over it, I would have made it. I would have beaten this entire level with the skateboard. Oh, that would have got me some primo style points, I'm sure. I mean, if one of you fuckers beats this level, or any level, entirely with skateboard, you're rad. Like Bart Simpson rad. Don't have a cow, man. Oh boy, palette swaps. The music is all ominous and the trees are a different color. You can tell that it's night. Well, I can tell that it's night, see? That's the thing about 8-bit graphics. You don't have to do much to set a mood. Spiders and scary music. Adventure Island is a lot like Super Mario Bros., the original, in that you've got 8 worlds, 4 levels each. At the end of every 4th level of each world, you fight a big boss that's actually sort of a faker, and you go off and you're supposed to save a chick. Now these flowers, when you see them, double back because there's some stupid... I don't know what I always just call him Cubone because it really looks like fucking Cubone from Pokemon. Huh, I was afraid for a second there that'd be a skateboard. I don't really want to skateboard through this level, thank you. It's kind of tricky. I like to take these sort of levels slow. See, that would have been very difficult to do with a skateboard. If I didn't have fire shot, that would be almost impossible with a skateboard, wouldn't it? I'm not sure. Maybe you could, like, spring over it. And not having a hammer would be brutal for this section. Holy Christ. I could always make it this far as a child. Oh, that's another flower. That means Cubone. I don't know. Is it supposed to be a mouse? I can't really tell. He's moving a little too fast, and I don't really want to stop and look at his sprite because I want him dead. Because those guys get really fast, especially in the later sections of the game. But we probably won't be making it to that far in the game. Oh, no! My score bar is gone. And now we're fighting a rhinoceros witch doctor, whose head pops off and immediately... Yeah, well, we beat World 1. Will the other competitors be able to match this? Even surpass me? After last week, I honestly think so. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some World 3 action going on here. Would not be shocked at all. Alright, Area 2. More water. Are we going to see the return of the glorious skateboard? Well, you'll just have to keep watching to find out. Now I've kept you in suspense, you see. And now you have to keep watching. That is my devil's trap, as it were. God, I'm terrible, aren't I? I just take these clouds. So watch out! Keep an eye on the bottoms of those clouds. Because the ones with the darker blue hue on the bottom of them are folly clouds. See? There's a nice little distinction. What is this, I wonder? Oh, invincibility. Perfect! Yeah, look at this. Just destroying these bears. I don't know why bears are in like a tropical ocean paradise, but... God, these ocean levels always scare me so much. I am incredibly frightened by them. Like, you don't even know. And these octopi, well... They're octopi! What more can you say about them? Well, you can say something more, but I'm not gonna say that. Getting rings with lots of points and shit, man. Look at all these points. I am drowning in points. 50,000! I did not get 50,000 at Double Dragon. I got 50,000 on fucking Adventure Island. That is what I did. Woo! Okay, these marlins are kind of scary. Or swordfish, or whatever you want to call them. They don't have long enough beaks to be swordfish, I guess. God, Gotta get the delicious fruit, otherwise that timer will run out. And I don't want my timer to run out. Now, do you? Oh. Okay, I see what we gotta do here. But I wasn't holding the run button. Well, that was embarrassing. Luckily, they give us your little tomahawk right back here. Where my money? Where my money? These Marlins are worth some good points. Don't really need the fruit. So we just keep jumping along on these motherfuckers. And I forgot that was a folly platform. Not good. Well, we've got 1 life and about 4 minutes. We're putting the pressure on the wire here, aren't we? But now I know that that cloud is fucking gonna fall on me, and I also know that I need to hold the run button to climb up that stream of clouds, so I think all is gonna be well now. Okay. Let's do this. Let's get past this flicker. What are we, Mega Man 2? And it was right next to the goal all along. Isn't that just peachy keen? Alright. 3.5 minutes to survive a cave level. I can do that, right? Well, at least that wasn't this. All I gotta do is get past the bats. It's gonna be tricky. Yeah, well, that's something right there. I've still got 3 minutes left, so I might as well play again. Now, if you got that B, you would have been able to hold like A and B and press start or some combination like that. I don't remember the code offhand. But you do that and you're able to continue. That's how you continue in this game. And if you don't know that, you get 3 lives, that's it. They play through 32 levels of this. Each more devious than the last. And I've beaten this game before. Do you think you get a super spectacular ending? No. No, you don't. You just get a congratulations, you saved the girl. You hero, the end. Some stupid ghosts and goblins shit like that. Now, since I'm back here, I might as well do a little something I missed and show you a bonus stage. Right here where these totems are. Just get between these two. Shoot like crazy. Kill the snaky, snarky, and up we go! Bonus level! Fruit Spring! Fruit Spring does not sound like a thing that should be said. It sounds more like a watering stream for... a watering hole for people with a certain lifestyle. But that's not a nice word to use. Spring. Well, with 1.5 minutes left to go, we might as well tread over old ground. I mean, I gotta play this game for 15 minutes anyway. Those are the rules, so might as well. I really do wonder how far these people are coming. I gotta say, I'm pleased with you people. By the way, Hudson B's right around where that carrot was. I am pleased with the entries that I've gotten. I like you guys playing these video games. And Contra Hardcore was a bit much for week 1. I did have another game in mind for week 1, actually. That was not either Contra Hardcore or Adventure Island. You'll see that in about a month. So, I'm sure you're all very interested to see that. And we'll see if you all hate that more than Hardcore. You can tell me in a month if you think that that game should have been week 1, or if you were okay with Hardcore, or if you think Adventure Island or fucking The Adventures of Rocky Bullwinkle and fucking Friends should have been the one. Oh, Zena. That's what I'm calling you now. I gave Fat Kakashi the name of Fatty K. I'm gonna call you Zena. I don't have a funny name for Mr. Dead Crescendo yet, but I should get one. Huh. 20 seconds left on the clock. Can I skateboard my way to total victory? No! That was the most unfortunate skateboard dismount I have ever seen. But that's about it. Time has been called. This has been week 2 of the Let's Play Summer Games. I've been Freezing Inferno, your generous host. I look forward to all the competitors' entries, and I will see you next week for more fun.